The real RN74 says hello. The
Hello.
real RN74 says first Oni.
You're the first Oni?
The real RN74 says hello.
Oh no, not again.
The real RN74 says first Oni.
Okay, so it is repeating again. I did try opening up streamer bot before
The
speaker
real
bot.
RN74 says who won the giveaway.
I haven't done the drawing yet. I'm gonna do it right after this stream. It's gonna be a shorter stream today, only about an hour. I did want to at least get a stream out though, so I haven't done the drawing just yet.
The real RN74 says who won the giveaway.
Okay,
The real RN74 says no.
Okay, let me... Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can fix this in real time real quick, because it might just be one setting.
The real RN74 says no. The real RN74 says IW bleep waiting the whole day for this stream fire.
Well, thank you for that. Okay.
The real RN74 says IW bleep waiting the whole day for this stream fire.
Let me show AI the log, because I am seeing 2 come in through the TTS and Google. So it does seem to be repeating. It's getting mixed messages. So let me see if I can't fix this really quick for a second. Okay. I can't really do this unless it's on an actual stream, and this is quicker than me just opening up a private stream, I think, so... Because this should help diagnose it real quick. We'll see if it starts reading the Streamlabs messages or not. If that is working correctly, then that means I do need to open StreamerBot before
Streamlabs says
SpeakerBot.
at the real RN74 to whoa. The chat can only handle so many emotions at once.
So
winking
it is still
face.
reading those two. Okay. Press multiple times.
Moinferoki 7000 says you. Streamlabs says link right arrow curving down link. https://streamlabs.com/SL_it_4F4CBCCD-425A-3C13-9C32-7Faith 2810460D/tip. Moinferoki 7000 says what's going on, guys?
I'm just fixing the TTS bot here, so the AI is already confirmed. It is coming through twice. I just need to disable one of them so it stops reading messages twice, because that's really annoying. Okay, let's see. Let me see what it has to say. Okay. Okay, so I need to open up StreamerBot. Integrations. SpeakerBot. Okay. Shows.
Streamlabs says turn on notifications. If you want to help support the channel and see an alert box notification on stream, you can support me by donating any money you find between the couch cushions with this. The Real RN74 says, can you maybe say who won the giveaway now or do we wait?
I'm literally gonna do it right after I end the stream off at 3:30. So I'm going to record each video, then I'm going to upload all 3 videos as shortly after as I can. I mean, I could do it live, but I just don't really want to do it on one of these streams because that's going to confuse people because I usually upload a dedicated video to that anyway, and I just don't want to confuse people if I just randomly do it on stream because I think people are expecting me to do the videos. I just think it's simpler that way. Besides, like, not everyone shows up to stream, so I think that's a little unfair if I were to do it that way. Again, I'm very close to
Streamlabs says if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. To tune in for future streams, videos, or giveaways, make sure to wiggity whack that subscription button and slippity slap that bell icon too. The Real RN74 says hopefully I win.
Well, I mean, I have no idea who will win. It's just kind of chosen by TubeBuddy raffling the specific keyword I had you guys put in when you entered. So, again, it should ignore duplicate entries, and again, it can even pick my name, but of course I'm going to ignore it if I win because that'd be weird. So, we'll just keep running it until I get 10 winners for the Street Shade and then 2 winners for the Brawl Pass, which I won't give out that link until tomorrow to ensure that everyone gets that next pass, specifically the Star Patrol. It doesn't accidentally
7000 says you.
Doesn't accidentally claim it during Dragons and Fairies. Oh my gosh, darn it. Okay.
ProfinW says sup. Moenferoki 7000 says what's going on guys?
And we're very close to me doing yet another giveaway video here, the Real RN. It's like we got like 20 subs overnight or something. It's crazy.
The Real RN74 says, can you maybe say who won the giveaway now or do we wait?
I'm still just gonna keep. I gotta fix this, guys. Hang
says
on.
15 subscribers left for 1,000. Moenferoki 7000 says, does the upper C bleep, lower C bleep letter matter for the selection of the winner by the way?
It does not. I usually say that in the video itself. I hope I did. I should have. It shouldn't matter whether or not you used upper or lowercase on any of the letters, as long as it's those letters grouped into the word.
RN74 says hopefully I win.
It also doesn't matter how you use it, as long as you have that word in your comment. I've tested it before. Everything should be fine for that. Okay.
The Real RN74 says, but do we get 24 hours the time BCI have school tomorrow? ProfinW says sup.
I try to get everyone, all the winners, to claim within 24 hours. If it's not, if you take a little longer, I'm not gonna.
Subscribers left for 1,000.
I'm not gonna re-roll immediately. I just wanna.
ProfinW says I can become a regular viewer now, right?
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna work on that right after I fix this darn TTS.
Says all right, nice. Thanks for the giveaway.
You're welcome. I'm just trying to get people moving here because I want people to get their, especially the season passes, as soon as possible. And I just don't want to. I want to make sure everyone who wins knows that they've won and reaches out to me so I can get them the rewards. That's why I put a time limit on. Again, as long as they even reach me out with one message just saying like hi, and I know that they're one of the winners, I'll give them as much time as they need.
Says, does the upper C bleep, lower C bleep letter matter for the selection of the winner by the way?
Okay. Okay, we're getting there. I'm very close.
RN74 says the Skibbity toilet song W bleep fire fire.
I'm not playing the Skibbity toilet song again today, the Real RN. I think I might add that as a stream quote though. You guys can maybe not this second just because I'm fixing it, but if you use exclamation mark and the word quote right next to it, it should. I put in a bunch of quotes from past streams so far, so you guys can reminisce a little bit. Okay. So it shows. If I could just fix one of these, it'd be great.
The real RN74 says, but do we get 24 hours the time BCI have school tomorrow?
Speaker button.
ProfinW says yes you can.
Okay, let's see. I just turned off one of the settings. Let's see if it fixes that.
ProfinW says I can become a regular viewer now, right? Moenferoki 7000 says alright, nice. Thanks for the giveaway BTW.
It might take a second to reset here.
ProfinW says how many quotes are there? The real RN74 says,
I'd have to
but
look.
if I take longer than 24 hours, can you then get that I try to do Discord?
Let's check the event log now. I think it's already starting to get better. It's starting to actually read the correct things now. I think you should notice it's stopping reading the Streamlabs bot and all that. Okay. You got the toothpick. It says quote number 5, so there's at least 5 quotes. I forget exactly how many I put in there though. Okay, I try to add the most interesting ones from each stream, like one quote if I can. Okay. The toothpick is probably the most recent one. Okay. I think it might actually be working now. It literally just had to uncheck like one box.
The real RN74 says the Skibbity toilet song W bleep fire fire.
Let's see how long it takes to get to my message. Because StreamerBot was
Streamlabs
doing
says
it.
at the real RN74 to whoa. Whoa, are you writing a message or screaming it winking face? Streamlabs says to play the tic-tac-toe game at the end of stream type. SL game followed by the number space on the tic-tac-toe board you want to occupy, 1 to 9. X, SL game 1. The Great Danko says so's. The real RN74 says tomorrow I can't watch from 8 a.m. till 3:15 p.m.
Well, I don't expect you guys to
ProfinW
actually watch
says
the whole
gotta
time.
catch 'em all. ProfinW says, quote,
You're actually trying to get them all? Okay.
Moenferoki 7000 says if we reach 1,000 we do the giveaway? I am
Yes,
so excited.
well, I'll be doing yet another. I'll probably have to make it tomorrow because there's already way too much going on today. But I will certainly do another giveaway almost immediately if we hit 1,000 subscribers. It looks like we just gained another one somehow. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure this is all coming through correctly now. I think it's finally starting to calm down.
Streamlabs says quote number 3 can I play? Can I play? Can I play? Brawl Stars. The 29th of April 2026.
Okay.
ProfinW says 1 and 2 are like the Gold Series 2 collectibles or what? ProfinW
Yeah, I guess
says
so.
yes you can.
Okay.
The real RN74 says Tortughini Dragonfruitini.
What is that? Okay, I'm trying to wait to see if it's gonna come through with the. It should be starting to hopefully ignore the Streamlabs bot now, and the phrases starting with exclamation marks.
ProfinW says, quote,
That's still going through with that, so let me see. So it's not repeating anymore, at least, so we fixed one of the problems. Okay.
ProfinW says yes second one. Streamlabs says quote number 4 CNW bleep my childhood lol. Brawl Stars. The 5th of April 2026. ProfinW says how many quotes are there? ProfinW says in first one.
Is it reading the same ones again?
Mark
Because that was a
Yoakum
while ago.
4326 says, haha, I got it before you. The real RN74 says, but if I take longer than 24 hours, can you then get that I try to do Discord?
Yeah, as long as you reach out to me
The
within
real
24 hours is
RN74 says
fine.
it's in stake a brain rot in Roblox, but Roblox are great.
Let's see what it says now. So it did not stop the double reading, still pairing twice. One is UDP and one is a WebSocket. StreamerBot is currently sending every
ProfinW
message.
says, quote,
Okay, so I have to fix it in StreamerBot then. Okay.
the real RN74 says I said Roblox is not good, Brawl Stars better. Streamlabs says, quote, number 5 The Toothpick. Brawl Stars. The 5th of April 2026. ProfinW says, did the bot just called Roblox Great Skull? Streamlabs says, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. To tune in for future streams, videos, or giveaways, make sure to wiggity whack that subscription button and slippity slap that bell icon too. Moenferoki 7000 says crazy work. The real RN74 says yes. Streamlabs says turn on notifications. If you want to help support the channel and see an alert box notification on stream, you can support me by donating any money you find between the couch cushions with this. Streamlabs says link right arrow curving down link. https://streamlabs.com/sl_it_4F4CBCCD-4258-3C13-9C32-7FAIF2810446D/tip. Mark Yoakum 4326 says, yeah, you can't say certain words or it changes it. The real RN74 says everyone subscribe now. Fire, fire, fire.
Okay. Why does this have to be so
ProfinW
complicated?
says, quote, Streamlabs says, quote, number 5 The Toothpick. Brawl Stars. The 5th of April 2026. ProfinW says, what if I say? ProfinW says randoms are great.
General.
The Great Danko says so's. The real RN74 says tomorrow I can't watch from 8 a.m. till 3:15 p.m. The real RN74 says WH bleep. ProfinW says that's not what I said.
Okay. We're getting closer here. I'm looking through StreamerBot now. Cues.
ProfinW says gotta catch 'em all.
Okay.
Moenferoki 7000 says what are we playing?
What should be Brawl Stars. Again, as soon as I can fix this darn TTS. I'm getting really close here because it knows, it recognizes it is reading it twice. If I could fix the one that's reading everything twice and incorrectly, it should fix it. I just gotta find it quick. It's somewhere in the StreamerBot.
ProfinW says, quote,
Okay.
The real RN74 says Ella de Ella Sobi Nubala Prisa Manala de Tarigosa
Oh
Obama
my
Kablipo.
gosh. TTS bot stream message. Okay.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says, quote,
Okay.
The real RN74 says tung 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 sahur.
Okay. Okay.
Streamlabs says, quote, number 3, can I play? Can I play? Can I play? Brawl Stars. The 29th of April 2026. Streamlabs says, quote, number 3, can I play? Can I play? Can I play? Brawl Stars. The 29th of April 2026. The real RN74 says, what would you do if we hit 1K subscribers besides a giveaway?
I really
ProfinW says,
haven't.
Mendes Cindy's, we all love Mendes Cindy's tea
Oh my
bleeped
gosh.
so good, feels so nice, both a febliep for your mouth and your eyes.
I haven't thought about what to do for 1,000 subscribers besides a giveaway yet. I mean, can you guys think of anything special I could do? Is there anything you want to see? I really haven't thought about it. I've been so busy, to be honest with you.
Moen Faroki 7000 says, if we reach 1,000 we do the giveaway? I am so excited.
Okay. I mean, I'm still doing both of the other giveaways. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I will do
Mark
another
Yoakum
giveaway if we
4326
hit.
says, shave head.
I don't. I feel like my mom would kill me if I did that. I don't think I could do that. If it was for charity, if I could convince her it was for charity, um, I don't know. If I was doing it for an actual cause, maybe. But if I'm just doing it for doing it, I don't know if I'd actually do that. Um, for the sake of doing it. I mean, it's not a horrible suggestion, but I feel like you usually save that one for like much higher goals than just 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Um, let me see.
ProfinW says, quote,
Okay. I'm very close here.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says, IG. Streamlabs says, quote, number 5, the toothpick. Brawl Stars. The 5th of April 2026. ProfinW says 1 and 2 are like the Gold Series 2 collectibles or what? ProfinW says shave Mark Yoakum's head. Mark Yoakum 4326 says, whoa whoa, let's not do that.
All right, let me reset speaker bot now. Let's see if it's working correctly. It's like one line of code that seems to be giving it a lot of difficulty there. So let me try it now. I'm gonna reopen it. And let's see if it is still struggling or not. Okay, it's initialized.
The real RN74 says Tortughini Dragonfruitini.
Okay, just gonna have to sit here a second and see how long it takes.
ProfNW says, quote,
Okay, so
Streamlabs says, quote, number 2, I'm low-key not playing ranked cuz of the teams and randoms they're so bad. Brawl Stars. The 29th of April 2026.
I think I still must be missing something here. Right. Creation. Okay. Let's see what it says now. I mean, I think it's getting better, but okay, excuse.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says, quote,
Okay. Mode. Color.
ProfNW says yes second one. Streamlabs says, quote, number 1 I loche you. Brawl Stars Glowing Star. The 24th of April 2026.
I mean, it might already be getting better, I think. It is still reading the quotes, though. Okay.
ProfNW says in first one.
Okay. I mean, it's been like 10 years, so I'd say it's pretty exciting to get to 1,000 subscribers for sure. Again, I don't know why this is so confusing. Looking for a very specific line of code here. Okay.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says, haha, I got it before you.
Okay.
The real RN74 says it's in stake a brainrot in Roblox, but Roblox are great.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, the real RN, I'm not really sure they care that much or that they believe in what I'm doing. So, again, I'm sure they want me to succeed, but I don't know if they believe in this specifically. Again, I hate to be a buzzkill, you know. I don't really. That's why I don't really talk about like personal stuff. So again, generally this is a huge success, but
The
at the
real
same time,
RN74 says, I said Roblox is not good, Brawl Stars better.
Stefanovlov, um, not
ProfNW says, did the
really.
bot just called Roblox Great Skull?
I'm trying to fix this TTS here. I've been working on it for like 20 minutes now. It's very frustrating. I just switched some settings and it's still not working
MoInferoKey7000
quite
says,
right.
crazy work.
I mean, it might be working now. It might just be very delayed. Okay. Okay.
The real RN74 says yes.
Because it all just seems to be coming through as UDP now. which I think is the one we actually want to get rid of. We'll have to see. Uh, 'Cause it's the legacy. I think the legacy one is the one that's really delayed here and making it repeat. So getting rid of the other execute code got rid of the one I think I wanted that was working correctly. So I'll probably have to add that back and then find out how to.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says, yeah, you can't say certain words or it changes it. The real RN74 says everyone subscribe now. Fire, fire, fire.
Yeah, this is definitely the one I want to get rid of because that's the one that's still really delayed and making it sound double. It's reading single now, but I have to reverse it because I got rid of the one I wanted to keep, it would seem. Okay.
Streamlabs says at the real RN74 to whoa. Whoa, are you writing a message or screaming it winking face?
TTS. Next message. Yes, that's still not what we want. Okay. I need to find some kind of UDP speak test
ProfinW says,
source
what if I say?
and shut it off. Streamer bot settings, broadcasting. Where are we supposed to find broadcasting? I should have this fixed if I could just find this one setting momentarily. It's got to be in here somewhere. And again, it was working when I first implemented it, so I have no idea where this just started coming from, why this started happening. Let me add this one back. Because I still need to find the other one. So now we know that this one is the correct one. Okay, this is... Okay, there we go. I can add it back now. My TTS bot message. I mean, this is basically coding. Someone else was asking me if I was coding before. I have to use this specific coding here to add it back. It's not that complicated, but technically coding. Okay, so that one's back now. I just have to find this legacy source. I don't know where it is. Because that's what's messing everything up here. Okay. you couldn't join order because you were studying Stefan Love. You literally didn't miss anything at all, and I still haven't fixed this yet. So again, as soon as I get this in, maybe I could get a match or two in. I still have to end at 3:30, but again, I at least wanted to try and fix this, if nothing else. Okay. File folder. Servers. Are you using a second interface? It's giving me a disclaimer about being a medical doctor. I don't even know what that has to do with anything. Okay.
ProfNW says randoms are great.
Not really. I'm assuming you said something other than great and it switched it. That's the one Easter egg I have on here.
Percent users percent says what is the actual problem?
So, did it say percent user percent? Because that's not right either. The problem is there's a legacy UDP setting that is sending the messages at a huge delay for the second time, and it's bypassing all of the settings I put in not to read the Streamlabs bot or
The real
messages starting with
RN74
exclamation
says
mark.
WH bleep.
Yeah, it said percent, didn't it? It's supposed to take that as a command. What the heck?
Streamlabs says at the real RN74 to whoa. Whoa, are you writing a message or screaming it winking face? Percent users percent says why does it say percent loudly crying open mouth smile? Percent users percent says oh okay.
Yeah, now it's both. I don't know. It might be just because it reinitialized the first time. That should be fine. Okay. I just need to find it. Okay. Let me show. Again, instead of just sitting here
ProfNW says that's not what I said.
going through everything, I'm trying to see if the AI can find it faster. Slippity slap.
MoinKaraoke7000 says what are we playing?
Okay.
Percent users percent says make sure to slippity slap that bell icon. Percent users percent says it seems a little better.
You know, I might have put in users instead of user. Hang on, let me let me fix that. That one might actually be on me. Hang on. It might just be user. Hang on. That would explain it. Okay, that's my bad. Let me keep looking.
The real RN74 says Ella de Ella Sobi Nubala Prisa Manala de Tarigosa Hobamakar Blipo.
Wait, I found a server section. This might be it. Hang on.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says at the real RN74 and Wikiti whack that like button.
Okay. Hmm.
Streamlabs says channel member or moderator.
That's even more confusing, because it's already showing it's off. The heck?
Stefan Ivanov S3X says the chat reader singing funk loudly crying rolling on the floor laughing.
Okay.
Streamlabs says for more fun on stream, try using the commands points, top hours, give, followed by the person you want to give Illumicons to, heist, gamble, 8-ball, meeple, slots, duel, quote, or even. Stefan Ivanov S3X says percent users percent.
Okay, I thought it was Sanigan. You guys are trolling me. Okay. I think I did fix that though. Yeah, I put in users instead of user. Hang on. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Because the UDP server's down already.
Streamlabs says, Lurk, Shadow, although this costs Illumicoins to use, but I will give some coins back be bleeped on the duration that they miss and the price varies depending on if you are a new viewer, regular viewer. Stefan Ivanov S3X says WU fixed it.
Did I? I mean, I fixed the one part, but I still think the legacy messages are there. Because I mean, it's still, I think it's still reading the Streamlabs ones, isn't it? Because there's no way it fixed
The
itself.
real RN74 says tung sahur.
Yes, no, it's still coming through with the repeats on the older one. I
Streamlabs
just need
says
to
if you are
find it.
enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. To tune in for future streams, videos, or giveaways, make sure to wiggity whack that subscription button and slippity slap that bell icon too. Mark Yoakum 4326 says make sure to wiggity whack that subscription button and slippity slap that bell icon. Streamlabs says turn on notifications. If you want to help support the channel and see an alert box notification on stream, you can support me by donating any money you find between the couch cushions with this. The real RN74 says we are okay, you do what you want. Stefan Ivanov S3X says the chat reader bug where it says percent users.
Yeah, I fixed the one thing, but I just have to find where UDP's coming from. If I could just get rid of that, everything else would be working fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, that's the interface. That won't help.
Streamlabs says link right arrow curving down link. https://streamlabs.com/SL_4F4CBCCD-425A-3C13-9C33-7FAIF281046D/tip. ProfinW says test.
Okay, it might be a legacy plugin. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, so it's got to be hidden in the actions somewhere. That only makes sense.
The Real RN74 says, what would you do if we hit 1K subscribers besides a giveaway?
Right-click, delete it.
ProfinW says, Mendes Cindy's, we all love Mendes Cindy's tea bleepties, so good, feels so nice, both a febleep for your mouth and your eyes. Stefan Ivanov S3X says, what time is it in the US?
Right now
Mark
it
Yoakum
is 3:20
4326 says
p.m.
220.
Well, for me it's 3, but I think Big Nub's in a different time zone in the US. Okay.
Streamlabs says at ProfinW to whoa. Whoa, are you writing a message or a book, winking face?
Yeah,
Mark Yoakum 4326 says shave head. Mark
I'm
Yoakum
Eastern, so
4326 says IG. Mark Yoakum 4326 says bruh. ProfinW says shave Mark Yoakum's head. Mark Yoakum 4326 says yeah, I am Central. ProfinW says, is the bot finally fixed?
not
Mark Yoakum
quite. Hang on.
4326 says whoa, let's not do that. The Real RN74 says for me is 9:20 p.m. Stefan Ivanov S3X says oh okay, it's 10:20 p.m. in Bulgaria. The time differences. Damn. Meme Party 5677 says hello guys. Is this the Brawl P Bleep giveaway?
Cold.
Moen Faroki 7000 says, is it bleepy to join the Supercell creator thing like you have?
Oh, you mean where I do the giveaways and stuff? It's a lot easier than it was. You only need like I think 100 subscribers now to join it, just to get in, and then to get the upgrade to verified. Trying to I have it all listed somewhere. You need to complete like a certain amount of quests and stuff still, like 10 initially. It would, even if you got in, it'd still take you at least a month to upgrade before you could start doing like giveaways and stuff. And it would take a little bit of time at least. It's not as hard as it used to be, but you still need to have a channel with at least like 100 subscribers on YouTube. It's a little bit different depending on the platform. Um, but it's definitely easier now than it used to be. Okay.
Streamlabs says at Meme Party 5677 to whoa. Whoa, are you writing a message or posting hieroglyphics winking face? Moen Faroki 7000 says that's actually pretty cool though.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so it might be hard-coded in this execute code block. So let me try deleting this. Actually. Oh, I can see man, that's a lot of code. I can see it now. Hang on. This might be the way to fix it. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. Let me see if it can tell me exactly what I can change to fix it, or if I just need a new one. I might just be able to edit this instead of deleting it, because if I delete it entirely, I have no idea what will happen. Okay. If you guys could see what I'm seeing, this is some serious coding.
The real RN74 says Pierce is so fierce if you pee in the pool he will take you to school. The real RN74 says when will you do like the video who won?
Right.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says no, the giveaway will be after the stream is done.
It will.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says I think he said after stream.
Yeah, just right after I finish this. Again, it looks like I'm not gonna get to Brawl Stars today, unfortunately. But if I could just fix this one thing, everything should be better tomorrow.
Moen Faroki 7000 says can you share your screen so we see the gameplay?
This isn't gameplay. The only thing I'd be sharing right now is me talking with
The
Google
real
AI to fix
RN74
this.
says I am okay, you can just play if you want.
Maybe if I could just find that one part of the code where it's sending through UDP and change that, I won't have to get rid of anything else.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says he's fixing the chatbot, then I bleep you he will. ProfinW says coding is very cool gameplay.
This is not a fun gameplay. This is a complicated gameplay. I mean, I just don't want to delete this entire code because of one thing.
Moen Faroki 7000 says alright.
Okay.
Mark Yoakum 4326 says this carrot.
Okay.
Streamlabs says win, or bet lose, with a space followed by the amount of coins you want to bet when a bet is open. I will tell you. X, bet win 250. The real RN74 says, cat orange whistling.
I don't think there's a network. go. That's gotta be what it is.
Streamlabs says to vote on if I will win a ranked match. Use vote win or vote lose when a poll is open. Should appear on screen. If you want to bet Illumicoins on whether I win or lose the match, use bet. Cosmic Brawls says peak.
Okay, I just disabled it. I just disabled it for now, so I don't have to delete it. The AI really doesn't seem to want me to edit it.
Underscore says hello there. Do I smell Brawl P Bleep giveaways? When is that? Eyes.
Literally in like a few minutes. I think that might have been all I needed to do was just disable that. I think the rest might actually just be fine now. Again, the rest was for the setup they had that I imported through the plugin was for visuals. There's like a little box that displays messages, but I already have a chat box on my stream, so I don't really need that. Again, when they made this tutorial that I used to get this whole thing running, it probably was on an older setting, so I think it
The
should
Great
just be good
Danko
now.
says check.
Yeah, it's almost an immediate reaction. It's not reading the rest of the nonsense. I think we're good now. I think we're finally good now. Okay. I think that's literally all I needed to do. A final check here. Let's do this. Should just ignore everything I just did.
Moen Faroki 7000 says let me try. Ableep.
I mean, it's showing up twice, but it's not through UDP anymore, so I actually think I fixed it. I think it's good now. Everything seems to be working correctly.
The Great Danko says final check.
Okay, that took like an hour to disable one random setting. Again, I honestly thought execute code was a block that just ran whatever was above it. I didn't realize it had its own giant code inside of it. So it was running on an older setting. I had no idea. All right. Well, okay. Sorry, I just heard something in the
ProfinW
background.
says how efficient I am when I'm thinking about Brawl Stars.
Look, yeah, no, everything should be good now.
The real RN74 says thanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry that was probably the most boring
Lambdatrix says hey.
I'm sorry that's probably the most boring non-Brawl Stars stream ever, and I'm literally gonna have to end the stream basically right now. I mean, I could do one thing. I could do one thing quick. Show you guys what I was working
The
on
real
yesterday.
RN74 says it will bleep and boring. ProfinW says honestly I almost fell bleeply.
You almost fell bleeply. Okay, well, again, It's reading your chats almost immediately. There's no more doubles. It's not reading all the other nonsense. I'd say that's a huge
Lambdatrix says,
win.
lol, what's going on here?
I just spent a Lambda trick. I don't know if you're new to these streams. I just spent like an hour just fixing the
The real
TTS bot.
RN74 says, hehehe
It
bleep.
was pretty awful. Okay, it's literally just one line of code I needed to disable.
ProfinW says, YAHTHEBOAT is GRATNOW.
Huh? What? What did it say? Okay, well everything it still reads as words a little
Lambdatrix
weird,
says,
but
LMAO.
yeah, it's still reading words a little weird sometimes, but that's just because I have a swear filter set in, and it doesn't always seem to get it right. But I can still at least look at chat if it starts reading things really weird. Okay, anyway, let me.
ProfinW says he's angry I called him a BOAT and not bot lol. Lambdatrix says, I think it banned my friend Tears of Joy.
It can't say the word boat. I don't even know why that would happen. I can't think of a swear word that's close to the word boat. It does shadow ban people again. Profin, I'm supposed to add you as a regular, right? This is your third stream? Even though this is an awful stream, this is your third one, right? And I want to forget to do that. So just remind me again, right? Just tell me yes or no. I believe it is. I don't want to forget. Okay. One quick thing. You guys brought this up on yesterday's stream. I've been working on it.
Guys, he says he can't say anything Tears of Joy. ProfinW says, yeah, it is.
Okay, let's see if
The
I
real
can...
RN74 says, how do you have that Bonnie skin?
Not quit. That's
the real
actually
RN74
from...
says it's fire.
That's from Dragons and Fairies. It literally just came out this season. I mean, the season's just about to end. But let me
ProfinW
see.
says the 3 gadget hit strap.
Yeah, so that one's a little too early. I've been working on this though. Hang on, let me see if I can get the double hit on the super a lot easier, I think. Hang on, so that one's a little too late. But I have been working on it, so it's a little too early. It is very specific timing,
Moen
but
Faroki 7000 says hello.
It's gotta be close.
Moen Faroki
Okay, there it
7000
is.
says,
There it
oh,
is.
thank God I am back.
Yeah, that's the double hit. But so I think I honestly should make a video on this because when they show you guys how to do this in the shorts,
says BRO is GONNABETHEGRATRANDOM.
I don't know why it's reading it like that, but anyway.
Moen Faroki 7000 says lol.
When we were watching Sans short yesterday and he was showing how to do it.
Faroki 7000 says what tears of joy.
When Sans was showing how to do it, he explained it so poorly. So it took me like an hour to figure out what exactly it was you had to do to get this to work. So for the super hit, again, I'll go over it quick here. But for the super hit, that's when you want the hands fully behind his back, like
RN74 says yay another subscriber.
Right before the attack. That one I think I did a little too late. See, it's right. The instant before you attack his shade is when you want to hit that super. And what it essentially does is it knocks out a second attack immediately, so you can just attack faster. And that one is still a little too late. I had it perfectly yesterday.
Lambdatrix says, OMG, my friend says he is shadow banned again cause of the extra 1 emoji.
Yeah, you guys got to show up for 3 streams so I can make you a regular. That way you don't get shadow banned anymore. But for this one, I just got it there. So you'll notice the timing on the gadget trick is way earlier.
Lambdatrix says, yeah, true.
Is way earlier than the other one. So, again, if I try doing it at the same time, you notice it won't work. So this is what they don't explain to you, and maybe the pros are trying to keep it to themselves. But essentially, this one, either right when it hits or just slightly before. So I'll get it there. This one is like right when he starts to move his hands back, but it's a slight bit earlier than the other one. See, and that one I think still got a little too late there. Okay, that one's also a little too late. It's harder to tell with the double hit than it is with the gadget.
Moen Faroki 7000 says high face with peeking eye.
They tell you if you can't get it, you're either doing it too early or too late, but they don't tell you how you can either tell if you're doing it too early or too late. So with the gadget, it's very easy. It's a bit harder with this one, but it's pretty clear when you need to do it with the attack and super. It's literally right before the hit. See, like there, I hit it right on the hit. It won't work. It needs to be right when he has his hands fully behind him.
The real RN74 says I gotta sleep in 8 minutes.
Well, I gotta end the stream in like 8 minutes anyway, so I just wanted to get something of substance in here, besides just, you know, me complaining about coding and streamer bot, so. Okay. I want to see if I could get them both at once quick. Just right when. Because he does like a little flop on his hands right before he hits, too. That's like right when you want to press it. That's a little too early. So it's got to be like half a second.
4326 says, hey, it's working now.
Yeah, I just had to disable one line of code. It's kind of ridiculous, but everything should just be working fine now. The plugin I used had an old UDP running in it, and the AI is like, yeah, you could change it, but, you know, might just be easier to disable it. So that's what I went with for now. Again, I'll still have it there, but I won't be using it probably. I just didn't want to get rid of it entirely. And something else interesting I noticed is while you're moving, if you auto-aim up and you're able to time it perfectly... No, I can
10 out of 10 STRAM.
Profin, I can explain it way better, but I think I want to make a dedicated video for that. And there's a trick you can use that'll help you even if you can't pull this off, because the timing needs to be really, really specific. Obviously, it's not easy to do. Okay, I don't think I quite got it there. But you can, I think you can even hit in both directions.
Cherokee 7000 says, so what are we cooking tonight?
See, there it is, there it is. That, when I do it like that, it almost looks like I'm hitting 3 at once, which I think it's still 2, but if you're moving in the opposite direction, it looks like 3 attacks. It's a bit obnoxious. Okay, I thought I had it there. I must keep hitting it right when the attack happens. It's like the instant before. Yeah, see, that's a little too late. It's a little too early. At least you get the supercharge ridiculously fast on Shade here, so you can just try it over and over again. Yeah, that one I thought... It's harder to see from this angle, too, when you're on top of the bots, because I'm trying to get it right when his... This is what all the streamers say, right, or content creators. You want to do it right when his hands are fully behind his back. But that's for the double hit. That's not for the gadget, and that's why no one can get it right, because they're not explaining it well. Okay, so... And that one was right on it. It's... You want to hit it. You attack and then you hit the super like right when the flash of attack animation starts to play, or just slightly before it. See, there it is. Right there. Again, and when I make the video, you guys will be able to pause it, frame perfectly, because something else here is, you see these white dots on my screen like I'm moving a thumbstick? You can see exactly when I'm pressing the button, so you can get the exact frame when you need to press the button. So it's going to be way easier for you guys than the way they've been explaining it. So, anyway, should just be, that's a little too late. Should be way easier for you guys to get this now, and I really am considering doing a video explaining it in gruesome detail.
The real RN74 says, gotta sleep in 3 minutes.
Right, so again, I think maybe I am getting the, no, that's too late. But again, I could show you guys how you know if you're doing it too early or too late, and if you work on it enough, you can start to get like both of them here. Well, let me see if I could show you guys the double gadget. Look at the range you can have on this. It's just insane.
The real RN74 says, can I know if I won the giveaway?
Oh man, I thought I had it there. I haven't drawn it yet, so I don't know how I tell you before I do it. But again, if I could just pull this off here to show you guys why it's worth trying to do this. Oh, come on, that was got to be so close. I think you've got to have like a half-second reaction time. I had it perfectly yesterday.
Mo and Faroki 7000
Yes.
says there is also
Look
one
at
with
that.
BB's hyper.
BB's hype. Oh, right. I think there's just one with BB in general where you can hit her bubble twice on the knockback. I haven't tried that. That's going to be harder to do. I think you can test it with the big bot, though. But again, you could just look at the area hit on that is insane. You can destroy all these bots in technically 2 attacks, but you're doing it in like 1. Again, that's still too late, so you can't use the same timing for the double attack as you do for the gadget. So what I try to use that I think helps me is, you see the little orange loop on Shade's arm? That's usually when you want to hit it, right when his arm starts moving
7000
back.
says, no, but like, can you try using your hyper and attack at the same time? I think it works.
No, it definitely works. Again, you still need to get the timing right, though. See? Yeah, it works. I swear, I get it so much easier when I'm not trying to show you guys, and I don't know why. Okay, and there it is. See, it's like right when his arms are starting to move back.
Mo and
So
Faroki 7000 says, lol, I meant with BB, but okay.
I don't think I'm going to get to that today, but again, so that was one long-range super there. And then you can combine it with the other one, and you can get a triple gadget off. So it's incredibly effective.
The Real RN74 says, I gotta sleep. It W bleep fun watching your live stream. Thank you. I bet you will hit 1K subscribers tonight. By the way,
It's
congratulations
possible.
for 986 subscribers. Bye.
Yeah, we gained at least 2 on this stream, and it's only been like an hour. Again, thank you guys so much. But again, so this is what's really triggering me, is every time I get used to doing the super one, it takes so long to do that I fall out of being able to do the gadget one. So you have to have both of those timings down. And they're 2 completely different timings, and that's what the other people aren't telling you. It's way too early. Yeah, it's like right when he has his arms fully behind his back, he like flops his hands a little. That's right when you want to hit it.
Mo and Faroki 7000 says, perfect.
Okay, still a little too early there. Yeah, it's literally the instant before he moves his arms forward, essentially, is when you want to hit the double attack. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is, right before he moves them forward. And then for this, you know, it's still way too late. You have to do the gadget one way quicker than you do the double attack. But if I get it right here, I should be able to show you what it looks like both at the same time, like Sans did in his video. But I can actually explain it so that you guys can do it. All right. It's still a little bit too late there. Again, on this one, it's like right when he starts to move them back. It's way earlier than the other one. Okay. There it is. And then... Yes! Okay, I'm Sans now. You guys can call me Sans Bad Time. I don't know if Sans Bad Time has watched these streams in a long time. I actually do have a friend on Discord named Sans Bad Time. I haven't been talking to him as much as I want to, but I've been way too busy trying to do too many things. But I am basically Sans... Call me all of...
Faroki 7000 says, you Sans
Call me...
with peeking eye.
Call me all of Space Station Gaming. But seriously, I do want to make a dedicated video just going into stupidly gruesome detail on everything you guys can do with Shade, how close you need to be to attack, which is only like 1 tile, even with the long arms, where you're still gonna miss. Like, that's a 1 tile difference. Like, if you're right on top of someone, letting you guys know how close you can be to still hit. And here's something that all of you can walk away with here, even if you can't do those ridiculously short timing events. Something that will help you still get attacks off faster is, you guys may not know, when you attack with Shade, you know, you aim your reticle, you got your regular attack. But what most of you guys are going to be doing when you're playing Shade is, say I want to get this bot, I'll do like this. you know, that's fine, right? But it could be a little bit better. So how do I improve that without being able to do the ridiculous timing? You can pre-aim your attack before... Of course, it would end right now. You only get like 10 minutes in the training cave, by the way. I don't know why. But what you guys can do is you can pre-aim your attacks, and they're still going to go off before you super. So that's why you want to get used to how far you actually have in your super range and still be able to hit them. Because if you pre-aim super, notice how the attack still goes off.
ProfinW says a great tip for my Power 9 Shade with no gadgets and SPS on 250 trophies.
That's what I'm saying, Profin. This is something that actually works for anyone, even if you don't have the gadget. Like, if you don't have the gadget, you can still do the wacky double attack thing here. But again, you got to get it the instant before the attack. Like, this is still hard to do. You're going to have to practice this if you want to get this. But even if you still just want to be your basic everyday Shade player, you can pre-attack before you super. You're still going to be able to get that attack in a little bit faster. Obviously not as fast as if you do the double attack here on the super. But this one you need perfect timing. The other one you just need to be a little bit before where you want to attack. So it's a lot easier. So again, let me see if I can get it here again. Not quite. So that was still too late on that one. Again, you get so used to the timing on this one that you start messing up the timing on the gadget one. That's too early. It's too late. It's like right when he moves his hands when they're at his back. Still a little too late. There it is, okay.
ProfinW says the game ends at 13 minutes 14 seconds, because it just does. It's the limit for everything. Stuff like boss fight, Robo-Rumble, and big game before the rework too. People cheese to get max reward.
In Robo-Rumble? Like, you mean like 13 minutes? I mean, I miss Big Game. It's been so long since we've had Big Game. That's where you play as like the big brawler, right, against 5 other players. I thought that was so fun. But yeah, we haven't seen that in a really long time. So, oh man, it's still a little too delayed. All right, I want to see if I can pull off one more time. Then I'll switch over to something else quick, and then I'll end the stream. See, I think I can personally get the double hit more consistently than I can get the gadget, because you get more of a Q off of his arms from the double hit super than you do off of the gadget. A little too early still. A little too late. It's like right before he moves
says
forward.
back when you spend tickets to get XP for boxes.
Yeah, things are so different now. It's crazy. That's still too late. Oh man, we just lost it too. Hang on. Yeah, again, you'll notice the toothpick thing does work though. It's still been so much more consistent.
Says, are we gonna do the roll for BP giveaway tonight?
Yes, I'm doing everything right after this stream. I swear to you guys. I know everything's delayed today. I'm working on a ton of stuff. Okay. I'm just trying to show you guys, I've been working on that thing you guys were talking about yesterday. It's still really hard to do, but I think it's a lot more doable than you guys think. I think you just need someone to explain it to you better. That's the only reason I'm spending time on this. Again, that's too late.
Moen Faroki 7000 says, oh, alright, sorry, don't want to be pushy hard.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Again, I still have no idea who's going to win until I do it, so... Again, if anything... Again, because I know, like you guys were saying, everyone doesn't have the gadget. I think you guys should at least try to practice the double hit. I think this is way more doable. You just get used to the timing on right before the attack. You might not get it every time, but it will help you get out damage faster. So it's always worth trying, if nothing else. And for the double attack, assuming you don't have the gadget, you're still going to want to be in range of whoever you're attacking. on your regular attack before you use it. Otherwise, you're just going to miss one of the attacks, and that's not going to help you. But it obviously is going to move you forward. So you basically want to be at your maximum range before you attempt to hit it. That way you can... Not, because again, like say you're trying to do it against Bull or something, you're not going to want to be right on top of them. Yeah, still too late. And again, you also have to kind of practice this at all angles, otherwise you're not going to be able to do it like when you're hitting someone on the side. You just kind of got to get used to the timing feel of it. Alright. Still too late. I keep getting so used to this, and this works fine, that I just can't do the darn gadget one, and it's so frustrating. The gadget one to me is so much harder to pull off because it's so much quicker compared to the other one. See, I could get it there. It's right when he raises his arms and starts to move them back. Again, it's easier to see on this skin, I think, maybe than the other ones because he has the orange cuffs. But...
Moen Therapy 7000 says I've never seen the gadget one in a real match.
I've been at higher ranked matches and I've had someone do it against me, and believe me, it's very frustrating.
Says
so
triple gadget is so hard, but it's so much
It
value.
is incredible value. So and that one was slightly too early, but I'm getting better on the timing there again. Okay. I pulled it off at least once here. There's the double. Okay. Oh, come on. It's got to be right there. I think I'm doing it just a second too late. Okay. But again, I spent like an hour on this, so I just want you guys to know it's a lot more doable than you think. Yes, okay, finally. Again. I'm able to do this in like an hour, so if you guys want me to make a tutorial on this, again, I'll probably bring it up in tomorrow's video or something.
7000 says, "Geez."
Yeah, it's like an hour in training, Kate, but still, like, it only took me so long because no one is able to explain it well. Like, when is the timing? How do you know if you're too early or late? They don't tell you. If I explain it to you guys well, you could probably do it in like 30 minutes. You could probably start getting it, but again, it's still not easy, but I want you guys to know it's easier than you think. But I also just wanted to show off, I was just kind of messing around with this too, like the quintuple dynamite jump. Okay, so single, anyone can do. You just need the star power, that's really easy. Double's very doable too. You just have to throw where you want to go.
Moen Paroki 7000 says, "Yeah, I know, I've seen so many shorts on this."
Yeah, the
You
dynamite
explain it
jumping.
pretty well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the only one that's going to explain to you guys the exact timing. And again, I could even put it frame by frame or add like a little mini clock, right? Like I could give you guys the exact moment when you need to do those things. And I feel like that'd be better than what most people are explaining as, oh, he just needs the hands behind his back. That's not even true for the gadget. That only helps with the double hit. So I just don't feel like that's doing you guys justice to even attempt it. Most people are just going to rage quit and say, oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't have 0 ping like Sans when he's giving the example short on top of the Brawl Stars tower. He's probably got like a little tent on top of the tower giving off the server signal, right? He's just pitched up there when he's given the example video. But I don't think ping is the issue. Anyone can do these things. It's just you just have to know exactly how to do them, and they don't really tell you.
Moen Paroki 7000 says, "Yeah, real, it's crazy sometimes."
Alright, so again, as far as dynamite goes, like what I just pulled off there, I don't think you're realistically ever going to need that.
W says, "I remember when Dynamite W Bleep buffed and his bombs exploded FB Leapter.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Broke
say.
Dynajump. You couldn't do it twice."
People were really triggered about that. They reverted it, right? If I remember correctly. So here's the thing. I still think anyone can easily get off a double jump, but it's easier to see on this skin. You'll notice every time the bombs explode, the fuses are pointed downward. So that's when you want to throw the second one. And you have to do it perfectly if you want to get more than 2 jumps off. But again, in a realistic game scenario, are you ever really going to need more than 2? Also, again, it's still just really hard to do. But if you're extra savvy, and I'll just run up here to show you guys. I was kind of messing with people in the club chat yesterday. If you're extra savvy, you can get off like 6 jumps or something. Let's see if I could do it or not. So you got to start with like 1 regular attack, and I think you have to hypercharge mid-jump, but you can sort of do this. Yeah, I threw way too early there.
Says, you don't need more than 2DX.
Yeah.
Let me introduce myself.
It's like one of those meme videos where people are gonna sleep in a hotel or something, and they set up this crazy unnecessary barricade. But you know, when you're in that one specific scenario and it does pay off, you must feel so good. Oh man, I almost had that. Okay, it was almost the quadruple. Well, actually, I guess you don't even need to hit the hypercharge until you're about to use the super, right? Because it doesn't change your attacks at all. I think that's what I figured out, actually. Alright, so what I've realized is by the time you get to your 3rd jump, you've basically already reloaded an ammo. So you can get up to 4 off the regular attacks. And then you can go with the super and then bounce off the extra sticks off the hypercharged super. So that's like 6 jumps in a row. Oh man, I keep missing the 3rd one there. I'm getting so close here. You have to do it right when the first one is down, and then the rest is actually kind of easy if you get the timing on the first one right. Because the rest just kind of works. I think I'm throwing too close on that 3rd one, that's all. Okay.
ProfinW says, wait. Remember that one vid where a bot made a quadruple jump with regular bombs?
A bot was able to do it? Well, he must have been throwing at a player, though, I would think.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, no bro, I missed like 30 minutes of the stream again, loudly crying.
I've just been showing off the shade thing and the dynamite jumps. Nothing too crazy. The only other thing someone's pointed out is something you might want to work on is being able to hit a BB super twice with the knockback. I've never tried that either, so it's something else I could try. I think that would actually help tremendously most of the time, because I don't think that'd be too hard to do either. I think the shade thing is definitely the hardest of all of these.
S3X says, oh okay, so training grounds.
Yeah, way too much training grounds. Okay. Maybe we'll just pretend I got the 4th one there. Because again, I am going way longer here. But you can hit that. You can hit 6 jumps in a row with Dynamite at the absolute max, assuming you're reloading all of your ammo. And again, technically by the time you've jumped off those 2, you might have another ammo or 2, but you'll drive yourself crazy if you try to get like an 8 jump combo or something. And realistically in a match, I don't think you're ever going to need more than 2. But again, if you can time the first suitcase, again, well, in this skin it's suitcases,
Stefan
but dynamite
Ivanov
sticks.
S3X says, do they affect the gameplay? Should I try and train these skills?
For shade, I would. For dynamite, if you can just hit 2, I think you're fine. But the only thing you really want to test with dynamite is, can you get yourself anywhere you want to go while you're jumping? Dynamite.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, oh okay, so
yeah.
shade.
For dynamite, you want to essentially, he was like the OG Miko, right? You want to make sure you can just jump anywhere you want. You want to get used to that timing. Again, the easiest thing is, at least on this skin, the fuses always point down when they explode.
W says, NVMI just found that vid. His first jump W bleep actually his super.
Yeah. Okay. Because double jumps aren't that hard to do. If you could do double jumps in a realistic match, I think that's all you really need. Because again, when are you ever going to be, like say it's a ranked match, unless you're first picking Dynamite for some reason, then you have to play against Mortis, this could help you tremendously. But otherwise, where is this actually going to help you? I'd say the majority of the time, you want to be using Dynamite's Demolition star power for his
Stefan
really,
Ivanov
really.
S3X says I normally use the other star power where his super gets buffed.
That's literally what I was just trying to say. You generally, when you're playing Dynamite, you'd much rather have Demolition than you would want to have Jump anyway. This is like a backup option if you draft Dynamite first because you really want to play Dynamite and then you realize, wow, I really messed up. So yeah, I wouldn't spend too much time trying to get a bunch of Dynamite jumps in a row. I don't really think you need that. The Shade one is always going to be very helpful in matches, whether it's the Gadget, double, or triple. Those things I think are worth attempting. Even if you can't get that, like I was saying though, try pre-aiming your attacks to get them off faster.
S3X says, why would you freaking draft Dynamite?
And that's what I'm saying though, in this meta.
Says my randoms on their way to use Dynajump and give enemy a free goal due to it.
Yeah, in this meta, I'm trying to think of where you'd even see Dynamite. Dynamite counters, what is it, Hank really well. I know that. Where else would you even put him here?
Says lol at ProfinW.
He again, even on most long-range thrower maps, I don't really see like Bell's Rock, right? Like, would you really pick up Dynamite anymore? People used to. Now that we have like Ziggy and you know, Sprout was way better. I got a really good Sprout that one time. Yeah, I don't really see when you're picking up Dynamite either, though. So Shade is definitely still very annoying to deal with, even without the quote-unquote tech. I don't really like the term for that. At this point, this has been in the game for like 2 years now. They might as well just call it a skill, right? Because that's what they say with the Dyna jumps. That's a skill. So I feel like this should just be a Shade skill at this point. They haven't fixed it, so it seems intentional at this point.
Says Dynamite is better on ladder and for clipping lol cold smile.
For getting really cool YouTube shorts, that's what Dynamite is still useful for. Yeah. All right. Well, again, the last thing, maybe I could even try it here just really quick, but I really gotta end the stream because I'm going way over here. I just feel so bad. I spent like an hour just doing coding essentially. Okay, so I think it's just I think you aim it and then bubble.
7000 says let's go.
Okay, it didn't even wait. Oh, that's weird. What the heck? Okay, so if you aim your attack, it stops by the bubble because the bubble has its own animation.
7000 says use hyper and attack at the same time.
Yeah, so does it have to be the hyper attack? Is that all it is? I think I still need to attack first.
Stefan Ivanov
I must be missing
says,
something
why
here.
Why don't you push Sirius? He's broken. I got him on P2L bleep month.
Again, I'm just saving.
BB double hit.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
Karaoke 7000 says no like push the buttons bleep the same time.
At the same, how's that even possible? I have to use 2 fingers? How would I do that? Do I have to be pre-aiming when I hit them at the same time? Like I let go of one and press the button on the other? I've never tried this. I have no idea how to do this one. I haven't tried this one before. I don't even think it'll let me, like you guys can see, I'm trying to pull the super for aiming. It won't let me aim both at the same time.
Says no auto aim the hyper and attack.
Auto aim the hyper and oh, auto, okay, well.
ProfinW says you need to attack him and then super immediately. Bleep soon, bleep THR.
Oh, yeah, okay.
For double bubble.
So I'm hitting it too soon
Stefan
then.
Ivanov S3X says, no, I think you watched tutorial, but I think you gotta shoot the attack and then super.
Okay, no, I think I just got it there. So it's, you have to attack right
Stefan
when
Ivanov
it hits them.
S3X
Yeah,
says,
right when it hits them.
Got it.
Right when it hits them, that's when you got to super. Because the super has its own little animation that cancels the attack. So you have to make sure you hit first. Okay. See, right there, I think there's a little second too late. But it actually is. This is a lot like the Shade double attack, actually. You have to do it right when the attack lands. Yeah, that was a 3 there off the wall, actually. But I think I get it now.
Just try pushing the attack and hyper at the same.
Okay, let me destroy the bot quick. I'll try it on the new one.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says just when you started explaining you missed it loudly crying.
Yeah, hang on. So I think the hyper is going to be a lot easier to do though, because the hyper is going to hit way faster, right? So you can do it on a regular, but it's probably going to be a lot easier here. Okay, you got to press it way sooner.
Says what Moeen is talking about is probably not double bubble. Some other technique, I think.
Maybe? You mean, I don't know, are you able to hit both bubbles when they come off immediately? I'm not actually sure.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says I have never hit it before.
Never hit it. I mean, I'm seeing the full hit off the damage there, but I don't know if you're able to hit. The issue
7000 says it's not the bubble, it's something cooler. Trust me.
So what do you want me to do though? That's what I don't understand. Try pushing the attack and hyper at the same time. I mean, it immediately attacks. I'm not really sure what is supposed to be happening. That's what I don't understand. What am I trying to get to happen here? Because I see the double bubble. I think that's quite useful. You have to do it right when the attack lands. That's not so difficult.
ProfinW says hyper and attack at the same time. Then attack again, I guess, immediately?
Hyper, attack at the same time. Then attack. Okay.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says now the chat reader doesn't read Streamlabs messages.
Yeah, I didn't want it to though. I could change that back. Like, do you guys enjoy hearing all those Streamlabs messages? Because I thought it would be annoying. I can fix that if you guys want all those Streamlabs reminders. But I thought it was annoying, so I didn't think you guys wanted to listen to that. Also, I already know what all the Streamlabs messages are.
S3X says no, I mean let's goo.
Yeah, no, let's all goo. Okay. All right. Well, let me give it a try here. I'm just getting regular hits.
7000 says their W bleep a bug with BB.
Oh, it attacked
3 times.
They might have fixed it already then, because that sounds like a really big deal.
Ivanov S3X says let's goo.
Bro's still trying to goo in the chat. Hang on. I could try spamming it. I mean, you could still tap it really fast because their attack gets ridiculously fast, but I mean, for standard, I think you just want to do this. Hang on.
Moen Faroki 7000 says yay at W bleep crazy. But
yeah.
Let me test this quickly.
Is there a way to time it with her?
W says Stefan don't goo in the chat plebly.
I don't think we're gonna have to hire the bot to clean up all the goo left in the chat. Hang on. Okay, so I think it's like right. Okay, this one's easier.
S3X says
yeah, no
you
way.
gotta time the hyper and the standard attack, and you get 3 attacks. Moen Faroki 7000 says we can all goo together.
Oh my god.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says at ProfinW law.
Oh wait, actually, well, because I just hit the hyper when I hit the attack, I think it didn't waste an ammo there. Am I wrong?
Stefan Ivanov S3X says let's goo.
I think it is giving an extra ammo maybe, but again, is that really going to be all that useful? Perhaps. If I pre-aim and I hit the hyper as I let it go perfectly, it might give you an extra ammo. That's what I think I'm noticing. I'd have to see a video of it because that's how I was able to get the shade thing.
ProfinW says Stefan stop gooing in the chat pouting.
See, this one's a lot easier though because you literally just release the super right as they get knocked back. So instead of waiting for the animation on your character, you just wait for the other character to start moving back from the hit.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says at ProfinW sorry few.
I think anyone can do the BB double bubble. This is actually rather easy, I would argue. That's pretty easy to do. Yeah, okay, so I think that's enough of that for now. Again, if you guys know there's a video where BB attacks thrice off the hypercharge, just let me know and I'll look for it. I think they might have patched it.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says not bleepy for me lol.
Look, you literally just wait till the instant the enemy gets knocked back and then you just push super. I don't even think the timing has to be that perfect necessarily. I think that's a lot easier. Shades is probably still the most difficult out of the 3 here between Shade, Dynamite, and BB.
Says I gotta time it, yay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a timing thing, but it's not like Shades where it has to be within 2 frames or some nonsense. Dynamics, again, I don't think you really need more than a double jump, and hardly anyone's using Dynamics, so if you don't work on that, I think you're fine. Again, just be able to hit off 2 Dyna jumps, that's all I can really say for that one. Anything more, you're really just showing off, I feel like, at that point, because how ridiculous would it have to be for an enemy to keep chasing you after you've Dyna jumped twice?
Says try the Gary Long pull.
Oh,
7000
great.
says no, they
I
removed
forgot
its sad face.
They
Stefan
removed it?
Ivanov S3X says gray.
I swear that still exists. Oh, are you saying they removed the BB triple hit? That's what I'm guessing because I feel like I had that there. I've very, very scarcely used this one. I don't remember what the timing is on it. I successfully pulled it off like once in a match, and I've never used it since.
Moen Faroki 7000 says let's goon guys grin.
Bro, we can't have anyone gooning in the stream chat, guys. That might scare people.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says watch tutorial.
Okay, yeah, I think I think it's right when it hits though, right? Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Come on. This is the same. Guys, this is the same as the BB thing. It's really just right when it hits.
says it's me, Aaron.
This isn't that hard.
ProfinW says what H bleep this stream become.
Aaron, are you on a different account now? Yeah, what does this stream become, guys? Come on. Okay, so you have to do like the instant it hits. So it's a little hard if you can't.
THEDREAMER122 says you inspired me to become a Brawl Stars YT. THEDREAMER122 says no, this is the same.
Okay, so here's my understanding.
S3X says no, everyone gooing.
Okay, so it's harder to pull off if someone's hiding in a bush or something like that. But if you can see right where the cane is, you just hit the super.
THEDREAMER122 says this is my second day here.
Yeah? Profin, I think I'm still supposed to upgrade you to regular, right? I haven't done that yet. So I don't think this one's so hard. Just look at that. That's like a gene pull. That's crazy.
THEDREAMER122 says TMRW ill become an official member or.
Okay, so I wouldn't recommend.
THEDREAMER122 says BTW.
I wouldn't really recommend trying to do it.
THEDREAMER122 says I go sleep now.
All right, well, thank you for showing up to the stream, Aaron. I don't know how you're on a different account. How many Aarons do I have on my friends list now? Maybe I'm getting confused again, but. Again, it looks like it's harder to do facing downwards, so I still got it though.
Says I like how the chat says the DREAMER instead of Dreamer.
Well, it just said it right that time. I think I think the bot's just having a stroke still. I've done as much work as I can to fix it. Everything seems good enough now. Again, tomorrow's stream should be a regular stream. I might still try to get it earlier,
says
but
it's because it's upper C bleep.
If you aim halfway through, I think it's got to be even quicker, I think. But you could probably even still do it at close range. Ooh, okay, I still gotta wait for the gadget. I think you can still do it at really close range too, and it might even be easier. It doesn't look like it pulls as much.
Moen Karaoke 7000 says supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's interesting. It might be because he hit the wall there, though. I'm not really sure. Let me try it over here and see if it does it. Because you can still do this at close range. I think the thing is it kind of pulls to where you were before. I think that's why it works. So you almost always want to do it at long range.
7000 says crazy it can read that.
Yeah, see, because it's hardly pulling them at all if you're already close to them. So my understanding of the gray thing here is you want to do it as close to max range as you can every time, and right when it hits.
THEDREAMER122 says BRW.
What if I move sideways?
THEDREAMER122 says BTW.
Oh, that is disgusting, though. I've had someone do that to me in a match, and man, if you could get that, that is so effective, though. I think it even like.
THEDREAMER122 says my parents said I can unlock chat for summer break while I.
Yeah. Well, Okay, well, Aaron, that's
Moen Farrell
great news because we're... maybe I shouldn't have turned the TTS back on.
S3X says at Streamlabs to whoa.
We're getting really close
Are you writing a
to...
message or posting hieroglyphics
Getting really close to 1,000 subs, which means it's almost time for another giveaway already. But
says LMAO.
Again, here's the important thing to note about the gray ability here. It doesn't matter where you teleport, as long as you teleport right when the gadget hits.
W says, I want to be your star protector, ready to face the future deep inside my heart.
I don't know what that means, but anyway, it always tries to pull whoever you hit right back to your portal. So it doesn't matter where you go, you just need to teleport when you hit them. If it's at max range, that's where you're going to get your max pull. So you always want to try to do it at max range. But again, this feels as easy as BB's. Grays is still just the hardest. You have like 2 frames to perfectly hit those. But again, I think that's enough for now. I really got to get going. So again, hopefully I can quickly record those. Quickly record those giveaways.
Says Ilgo sub to you on my other account.
Well, again, I greatly appreciate that. But again, now that I've showed off all those things, there's no other weird text or something that I'm forgetting here, right? There's no other weird strategies on any specific brawler.
Says ill sleep now.
Because I feel like Grays and BB should be in the same video if I were to do that, because
says I am
those are really easy.
Star W says that's Star Nova menu music.
Guys, that's spoilers, man. I don't even know what the lyrics are, and you guys are already having the bot sing the sing the main menu music to us. Okay, well, I guess you guys are too excited for the anime tomorrow or something. You guys want to be just like Star Nova.
Green Cube Guy says, how are you getting so many subs so quickly?
Green Cube Guy, 20 people subbed overnight. I really think it is the giveaways. People really like giveaways. Again, I'm glad no one thinks they're fake, because I always try to get people to do testimonials. I don't require them to give them the reward, but it always helps me to show you that I only do real giveaways. But again, I think people just like...
says, who won?
I haven't done it yet, Green Cube Guy. I'm just about to do it. I'm about to end the stream right now.
Star Nova kinda a baddie.
Guys, you need to calm down.
Says LMAO.
You need to calm down in the chat. We can't have any gooing in the chat. We already have an Ali Baddie skin. I don't want to...
S3X says WYM at Profin W.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go into detail on that here. But anyway, if you guys want to be just like Star Nova in episode 6, 7, or I don't know, something. She says Baka in one of her voice lines, so they made way too many references.
Says, guys, I think we need more gooing.
We need more goo.
Stefan Ivanov S3X
I'm never going to be able to...
Stop gooing.
Hang on. You guys have forced my hand. That's gonna have to be the stream.
Profin W says Star Nova HP 67 in her voice line.
Yeah, it's episode 6, 7, right? She actually says that in Baka. Like the dev team's going way too crazy with the references, but I'm literally just gonna have to make that the stream quote. Guys, we need more goo. What does that even mean? Okay, well. Again, I really have to end it off now. So there's nothing else I'm forgetting. There's no other weird brawler text, right?
Says lol thanks. Profin W says outside of that she's perfect heart.
Well, how are people supposed to play M's then? She goes ska and I oop, like how are people supposed to take that seriously?
I didn't even cry. I just bleeped it, bruh, folded hands.
All right, yeah, no, this has been
go by mending heart.
This stream has been going on way too long, and hardly anything interesting has happened besides.
Says, no, I think Pam is the real bad.
Pam? No, hang on.
Says, did you fix the TTS?
Everything should be good now. I spent an hour on that, so. Again, I just needed to disable like one line of code.
Says bleep 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 bleep.
Oh my god! Wait, hang on. Say. Yeah, I need to find here. Look at this and tell me, tell me that Pam is the real baddie again. You're telling me this is the real equivalent of human perfection.
W says Pam, no thanks.
Guys, this
7000 says, "Oh my God, I am gonna goo."
Oh my God! Wham bam! Here comes an egg carton. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyway, yeah, I think that's enough for now. So thank you guys so much
Green
for
Cube
showing
Guy
up.
says I saw an old video where you haw Challenger Colt.
Where I hot. Well, I mean, I got Challenger Colt right when it came out. I mean, I've had it since it came out. I mean, you only had like 5 days to buy it, so I've just had it since it was available. Yeah, but again, I've had Star Drop openings for like 2 years now. You guys could go back and reminisce as far as you want, but anyway, we're getting close to 1,000 days. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. The stars have aligned. Everything's working out. The TTS is fixed. Again, I just really appreciate you guys showing up. And
Faroki 7000 says you are the real baddie winking
oh my
face.
god.
Green Cube Guy says
I couldn't help my coding skills. Yeah, thank you guys for bearing with me for an hour with the coding thing. I know that was just as frustrating for me as it probably was for you guys. I don't know why that was so complicated.
To Star Nova instead.
Okay, I definitely think I've heard enough. So I'm gonna switch over to the stream ending. We don't even need to be right back this time. No more breaks. It's just over.
7000 says good IW.
I'm gonna go record the giveaways. I'm going to record the giveaways, post the Mega Star Drop opening, and I'm so excited for you guys to see the Mega Star Drop opening today. I got so lucky today on some of my drops, so just wait till you guys see it, okay? I haven't even talked about it here. But
Faroki 7000 says no giveaway in the stream, though.
Again, if I do the giveaways in the streams, people are going to get... People are gonna get what? Look, people are gonna get way too confused if I do the giveaway on the stream. So I'm still making the dedicated videos just so everybody knows who won and where it is. And I'm even gonna call out the people. I figured out I could put out a post using people's handles. So I'm gonna try to make sure everyone knows they've won. I'm gonna try to give them at least a full 24 hours, probably longer, because I hate redrawing the winners.
7000 says when is it coming out?
In like an hour. I'm trying, guys. I need to end the stream. Look, I am doing it today. That's all you need to know. And whoever wins the 2 Brawl Passes, I won't be giving you the link until tomorrow to ensure that you get it for that correct season. Because if you accidentally claim it while this season's still going on, you're gonna have a heart attack.
Brawl Peebly, Brawl Peebly, Brawl Peebly, Brawl Peebly.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out. Where are the giveaways? Where are the streams? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Look. Anyway, look. The stream is over. I gotta go. I'm gonna record some stuff. I'm gonna get everything posted. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much. And what does that even mean, Profin? What? What? Profin, did your doctor tell you you're dying or something? What do you mean your day ends in 32 minutes? Do you go to sleep? Look, anyway, Profin, I'm going to make you a regular viewer right now. I'm going to turn off the mic and you guys can pretend I'm not here, but I'm still going to be working on everything behind the scenes. Just enjoy the Star Wars music. Again. Oh my god. We got a ton of subscribers, but unfortunately none of them are shown up here on the actual ending screen. But I'm actually gonna go now, okay? The results are today. I need to post them.